That ties him with Kobe Bryant for third all time. That's huge.
That kid's gonna be something one of these
Yeah,
days.
I think Curry's gonna be all right one day. Let's dive in. The Warriors are in the playoffs. They're playing Houston in this first round. They're currently leading the series 2-1. They lost game 2 at Houston, but they got that first win. We talked about it last week. So they get the split in Houston. They come home on Saturday. Let me start. Jimmy Butler got injured in that game too. Like in the first quarter, about 8 minutes into the game. And the Dubs just couldn't quite recover from that one. They end up losing by 15. They come back on Saturday. Jimmy Butler's still not able to go that game, but the Warriors were able to plan for it. They end up getting an 11-point win at home in game 3. Steph Curry in that game, he passes Tony Parker for 10th all-time playoff scoring. He's also number 1 in point guards scoring. So there's that. Steph went 35 and 5, like 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for the 37th time in playoffs history. That ties him with Kobe Bryant for third all time. That's huge.
That kid's gonna be something one of these days.
I think Curry's gonna be all right one day. He'll be okay. He's all right. Not changing the game or nothing. So the upcoming schedule, you have tonight, Monday night, 7 p.m. tip off at home. And then the Wednesday game is at 4:30 p.m. That's game 5. If the Warriors win both of these games, series is done. We don't need a game 6 or 7. If the Warriors lose one of these next 2 games, then we'll add 6. If they lose them both, then you need to force a game 7 later. But let's not worry about that. Basically, what I'm trying to say in as many words as possible is we're going to know what happened with this series by the time we're talking next week, because those games, game 6, if it happens, would be on Friday. Game 7, if it happens, would be on Sunday. If they're able to wrap the series up earlier, then possibly you're playing game 1 of the next series on Sunday. Depending on what's happening in the other side of the bracket.
Which will most likely be Minnesota.
At this point, yeah.
At this point. So one thing too, Jimmy Butler is cleared to play today.
Yep.
Not sure what his pain tolerance is at right now. I'm sure he's not 100%, but nonetheless, Jimmy Butler.
He's a gamer. He almost played on Sunday. Like it was a game time decision, and he ended up not quite being able to go. Thankfully, they get the W without him, and now they're going to have him. So that's going to be great. Everybody gets kind of put back into their regular rotation spot, and hopefully we get a good W here tonight. And then we're talking about trying to close it out in game 5 on Wednesday.
Yes.
On the other side of the bracket, the winner of the Timberwolves Lakers series would be who we would meet up with. Right now, the Timberwolves, they get a 3-point win yesterday against the Lakers. They're up 3-1.
I'll be honest with you, man. The Warriors officiating has been a little bit questionable as far as no calls have been going. Mm-hmm. But if you've been watching some of the other ones, like the way the Knicks and Detroit game ended, that should have been a foul call. He should have been at the line. The way the Minnesota and the Lakers game ended when they tripped Luka Doncic, that should have been a foul. He should have been on the line. So I guess I'll take the no calls at this point rather than the blatant missed calls that decide games. I guess I'll take with what we have right now. I'd say we're pretty fortunate in all things considered.
Yeah, hopefully it's, doesn't turn around and bite us in the ass or something.
Yeah.
Just across the league, the Cavaliers are going to end up beating the Heat in a sweep.
They're literally beating the brakes off of Miami right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're already up 3-0, and right now they were up almost 50. The last time I checked, they were up 46 points. When I looked up, they're in the middle of the third quarter right now. So that's a wrap.
96 to 51.
Yeah. So 45-point lead right now. The Thunder defeat the Grizzlies in 4 games. Let's see. The Nuggets Clippers series.
Many question marks with that Memphis team. Do you blow it up? I mean, what do you do at this point? You know, Jaren Jackson has proven that he just doesn't have the IQ to stay on the court. John Morant with that injury, you know, I mean, are you still going to try and build everything you can around him? Like, well, you got question marks with the head coaching job.
Yeah,
it's
because
just
you fired Taylor Jenkins with like 9 games left in the season. That is a poverty franchise move. I'm sorry. That's the phrase of the day is poverty franchise.
Yeah. Same with Denver, and you were gonna say on Denver here.
Denver and the Clippers. God, the end of that game was exciting, wasn't it? I mean, the Nuggets get the 2-point win, and those 2 points came on the Aaron Gordon. They had to go to review to see if the dunk would left his hand.
Isn't he from the Bay Area?
Isn't he like he's from San Jose?
He's from San Jose, yep.
Archbishop Mitty.
Archbishop Mitty. Yeah, I can talk.
Yeah, he's from San Jose. Grew up a Warriors fan, and said that he has a disdain because of Steph Curry. He hated going against him. So, yeah, Steph will do that to you.
Yeah. Let's see. The Pacers lead the Bucks 3-1, and Dame Lillard tore his Achilles. Excuse me. So he's done for this playoffs, and he's done for most of next season, maybe all of next season. Now people are starting to wonder, is it time for the Bucks to maybe blow it up? You know, I mean,
it is.
Damian Lillard, who, you know, we all love, is from Oakland, and his time in Portland was incredible basketball. Those were a lot of fun games with the Warriors and in Portland Trailblazers. But with the blood clots and now this injury, he's 35. He's going to be 36 when he comes back. If I'm Milwaukee, it's probably a good time to just, you know, what can you get for your stars, you know, with what's left, you know, because Giannis, is he going to want to stick around for rebuilding? Can you even rebuild with that contract and trying to get rid of everything else? I don't think he would want to be there. I don't know. I'm thinking
you trade
blow it up.
Do you trade Kuminga, Moody, and TJD for Giannis Antetokounmpo for cap reasons to like make money make sense?
I think financially that won't work, but sure.
Yeah, sure. I love.
Well, you could do it. You could do a sign and trade with Kuminga. You're gonna have to do a sign and trade with Kuminga. You really don't have a choice in that matter.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
make it work. If you can make it work, absolutely.
Yeah, but would Milwaukee take that trade though?
I don't think they would. I mean, you're probably it's not just. I don't think it's just the Kuminga. It's also like draft picks. They're going to want the draft picks because you want as many opportunities at the lottery as possible because you're looking at the OKC model. You know, that's the model.
Right.
Yeah. Let me have 35 picks for the next 7 years.
First round draft picks.
Yeah. I just think, man, sometimes players, I know you want to get your bag, but I just feel like sometimes you got to take a step away and look at the big picture. Giannis signing that extension is going to prove to be the most difficult thing for him because he can't get out of it. And I guarantee you there's not going to be really a team that wants to trade the whole entire farm for Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I mean? He's what? How old is Giannis? 31, 30 years old on the dot?
You'll have to. I mean, I'm sure you're looking that up.
We'll find out.
Yeah. So just
he's 30 years old on the dot. So, I mean, are you really going to trade the whole entire farm for a guy who, you know, could possibly be on the decline the next like 2-3 years? You know what I mean? So it's just he put himself in a tough situation. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the question: is how many years are left on that contract?
Yeah.
I mean, if the contract expires and he's still under 34, might be worth it. Might be at least, you know, having the thought experiment. But I mean, if you're still paying him, you know, especially a big man to, you know, like at 34, 35, 36 years old, that's going to be a little bit of a tougher sell for a lot of GMs. The Knicks, you know, with that one.
Just real quick, Giannis's contract ends July 1st, 2028. So he's got a couple years. He's
got 3 more years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, okay. So yeah.
With a player 27.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's in terms of length of time, I'd be interested in kicking like at least having the thought experiment, like, you know, the contract ending in 2028. I think that's at least worth a discussion. If it was any further than that, then it's like kind of, I don't know, man. The Knicks have that 3-1 lead on the Pistons. We thought that could have been a lot closer, and it probably should have been, especially with the last game yesterday.
They're not. I mean,
win yesterday.
I'm all for physicality in the playoffs, but some of the stuff is getting a little absurd, man. Like,
right.
It's like hockey level, and if you want to play hockey level, I'm all for it. Just let that be the standard,
Totally. And the Celtics are leading 3-1 over the Orlando Magic. So the Celtics should handle business there as well. So, I mean, we'll be talking about the second round next week, and hopefully the Warriors are participating in that. So that's what we are aiming for. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're cheering for. And hopefully everything goes our way.
Yeah.
And, we're talking about a series with probably the Minnesota Timberwolves, but could be real interesting if the Lakers are able to crawl back into that series, and then you only have to take the 1-hour flight down to LA.
Yeah. Well, I already know what LeBron's saying. I've already done this before. You just got to get their best defensive players suspended.
Yeah.
That's how you win a 3-1.
Yeah, you got to draw a kick to the nuts first, and then go from there.
Yeah.
That was incredible that the starters played the entire second half.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, LeBron's 40. What are we doing?
That's incredible.
Yeah.
No wonder they had nothing in the tank towards the end of the game. There's nothing there. That was impressive.
Right.
So, anyways.